All right, welcome back to another window screen adventure. We got a call from a customer who needs screen doors rescreened, 2 of those, and a new window screen, which we're going to be making over here in Malibu. So I thought I'd just do a quick video. We're driving through what they call Las Virgenes or Malibu Canyon. It's just beautiful here. And the weather has flipped from really cold, gray, and drizzly to, it's going to be 90 degrees today. So it went from winter to summer overnight. And it looks like the next 3 days are going to set records. We're going to be in the high 90s today, tomorrow, and Friday. And then I think it's going to cool off a little bit for next week, but still going to be absolutely perfect weather for doing screens or anything outdoors. But we're going to be doing screens today, and then we're going to head over to Newbury Park. I got a customer over there. I did some work on one of his rentals. Now he's got another rental he needs work done on. Getting ready to put that on the market. So that's the plan for today. I hope everything works out all right. I'll probably be taking a little GoPro footage over there while I do these screen doors. Usually do that. Stick that GoPro on my hat so you can see what's going on. But in the meantime, I'm going to just let the camera run here a little bit because it's just so nice going through here to Malibu. We're just about over to Pepperdine University. If you are a kid who can afford Pepperdine, I'd highly recommend going there. I've even done some work over there on the campus there, and it's amazing. That's a beautiful campus. They actually have housing on the campus. I think it's strictly for people that work at the university, but I know they have condos there, so maybe that's not the case. But yeah, we did work for the president's house over here. We actually installed 3 new sliding screen doors and rescreened a whole, almost all of them on the 2-story president's house. Overlooks the Pacific Ocean. It's pretty amazing. That was a good job. That was 2 years ago. But we're over here in Malibu all the time now. Actually have a competitor, Cross Breeze Screens, out of Simi Valley. Super nice guy. He called me, I don't know, 3 years ago and said, hey, do you go to Malibu? And of course I said, yeah, I do. And he said, well, we're swamped with work here in Simi Valley and the surrounding area. We don't go there anymore. If you want, when somebody calls me, I'll just refer them over to you. So that's how I got started going over here from those guys. They sent me all kinds of work. And then I just went from there. And then most of the Malibu work, really, if it isn't a previous customer or referral, I get a lot of business from this little website called Nextdoor. It's sort of a community website where people post information about the neighborhood and different, if they're looking for somebody to do some work. There's posts on there. They'll say, hey, know anybody that does screens? And they'll say, yeah, I use a affordable window screen. So that's been a big bonus over here too, obviously. And then, just getting work from Angie's List and Yelp and all those other sources that we use. But if it was up to me, I would go to Malibu and work every day, especially when in this kind of weather. And then in the summer, when it gets really hot where I live in Thousand Oaks, Malibu is usually 20 degrees cooler. So if it's 90 there, it's going to be 70 in Malibu. And the last thing I'll say about Malibu is that, honestly, the people over here in Malibu are probably the nicest people you'll ever do work for. Pretty much everybody's nice I do work for, but there's something about living by the ocean that I think makes people just more relaxed. I don't know what it is, but they're always the nicest people. They always tip the most. They're always the most appreciative. I could go on and on, but if it was up to me, I'd just get up and drive straight to Malibu every morning and do work over here. I actually like to live over here. The only thing I don't like about Malibu is in May and June, they get the gray mornings. They call it May gray or June gloom, where it can go half the day from the coastal fog that sucks in, and that I don't like. But when it's a sunny day like today, can't beat it. We're going to be coming up here in a minute. On the right will be the Pepperdine University. I'll point that out when we get down here. And of course, we're going to turn the corner here, and you're going to see that beautiful Pacific Ocean. Who wouldn't want to live on that? Yeah, it's gorgeous out here. I used to scuba dive, so did a lot of scuba diving out here off the beach. We actually went to Leo Carrillo Beach for the beach dives. That was fun. Most of the boat dives I did up at off of Ventura Harbor out in the Channel Islands. And the Pacific Ocean's great out here. It is chilly, though. You do need a wetsuit. Most of the people you see surfing out here, they do have wetsuits on because it's so cold. Anyway, there's the sign for Malibu. We're entering now. And yeah, 21 miles of scenic beauty, that's for sure. Malibu's just, it just runs up the coast, basically, and all the canyons have homes back up in there. And it's kind of a weird layout, but man, is it nice. There's another place I go to over here called the Point Dume Club. It's actually mobile homes that have been converted into homes for all intents and purposes. You know, they go for $500,000 to $1 million. I mean, probably all $1 million now with the way real estate is. I've done tons of work there. It's a gated community, another great place to live, right out on the point overlooking the ocean. One of my customers said she pays $3,000 a month for the space rent for her mobile home. Can you imagine? That's not her mortgage. That's just to rent the space her mobile home sits on. Crazy. That's where it is. But you know, people here, a lot of people over here, they got money. You know, there are a lot of movie industry people. Lots of that, and some people, just old money people that have owned property here for years. That's the other thing. Now we're coming up that big tall building up there, that big tall. I can't think what they call those things, but that is the entrance over there to the Pepperdine University. You can see their sign, I think, over there on the right. And they maintain all that grass. It looks like they're cutting it now. It looks like they're working on cutting it. That big piece of grass. Sometimes Veterans Day and I think 4th of July, that whole thing is full of U.S. flags. It's amazing. It's really pretty. Hopefully I have some jobs when that happens. I'll take some pictures of it. Anyway, we are getting close. It says we're about 31 minutes to our destination to do those screen doors for these people in the window screen. Now, we will start filming again when we get over there. In the meantime, enjoy. I'm going to just let it run here a little bit as we go down the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, here in just a second, so you can take in the view. I hope you're having a great April now. It's already April, wow. And yeah, enjoy. All right, we'll turn on to the PCH here. We can start heading down to the PCH, and we'll get down here to our job. It looks like, just looking at the map, it looked like the job was right off of the PCH. Sometimes I forget to ask people, they'll say they live in Malibu. Then when I get to where I got to go, it's a canyon road that can be, I've gone up as high as 3 miles, these windy canyon roads. I typically charge more for that because it's really off the beaten path. It can take 15 or 20 minutes to get up those canyons, these little skinny roads they have. And with the price of fuel and just the inconvenience and time that's involved, I always like to know if I'm actually going up a canyon road or are they right by the ocean. It makes a big difference. You can't see it, but straight ahead, after I turn here, behind those buildings in front of me is the Pacific Ocean. 6 miles to go to our destination. World famous Malibu. People fly here from all over the world to come and hang out in this little stretch of 21 miles. We can't take it for granted. There's a Pacific Ocean to the right. We take it for granted living here. I can't tell you the last time I actually drove over to the ocean and got out of my car and went onto the sand. It's probably been 10 years, if not longer. And you can see as I'm driving by all the people that they just park their car right there on the road, get their surfboards and head right down to the ocean to go surfing. I never got into surfing. I moved to California in 1986. I was, mid-20s then. It would have been the perfect time to go and learn how to surf. I just never got into it. At that time, I was learning how to scuba dive, so I did that for a while. But the surfing I never got into. I tried it in Hawaii on a vacation in high school, and it just, I don't know, didn't appeal to me. Maybe I didn't give it a chance, but yeah, I didn't really care for it. But man, is it popular. I see guys, one thing about surfing is the people that surf, there's no age discrimination in surfing. I mean, you see little kids to old men. And I think it's one of those sports where once people get into it when they're young, they just do it their whole life. Because I see every age group out there surfing. And there's surf shops all along here if you just wanted to try surfing and not buy a board and all that stuff. They have all kinds of these surf shops that'll rent you surfboards. You can go out there and try it. Even kayaks. I see that's become pretty darn popular too. All right, we're gonna stop the film now, and we are gonna pick up when we get to the job, and we'll check back in then. All right, have a great day.